In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on March 8, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Bruins versus Tampa Bay Lightning. It's an Atlantic Division showdown on the ice as two teams in very different situations face off in the Sunshine State. The Boston Bruins and Tampa Bay Lightning will clash Saturday afternoon in what promises to be an intriguing matchup. The Bruins are coming off a tough 3-2 road loss to the Carolina Hurricanes on Thursday night, while the Lightning are riding high after a thrilling 6-5 victory over the Buffalo Sabres at home the same night. Over their last 10 meetings, the Bruins have a slight edge with a 5-3-2 record, including a dominant 6-2 win at home in their most recent matchup on January 14th. The Bruins have been struggling lately, and their decision to be sellers at the trade deadline suggests they're bracing for a rough finish to the season. Their road record this year hasn't been inspiring, sitting at 10-17-3. On the other hand, the Lightning have been nearly unbeatable at home, boasting a 23-7-2 record. Tampa Bay has been on a tear, winning 10 of their last 11 games. Even though they gave up 5 goals to Buffalo in their last outing, their defense has been solid overall in recent weeks. This game could be a tough one for Boston, especially given their current form. Boston is in a transitional phase, trying to integrate new players into the lineup while dealing with the departure of key contributors. The schedule hasn't done them any favors either, as they now have to face one of the league's hottest teams on the road. Meanwhile, the Lightning have bolstered their depth by solidifying their bottom 6 forwards at the trade deadline, positioning themselves for another deep playoff run. Tampa Bay has won 3 of the last 4 meetings against Boston, and with the Bruins trading away some of their top talent, this isn't the same team we've grown accustomed to seeing. At home, the Lightning have been nearly unstoppable, winning 4 straight games against Boston while outscoring them 15-8. With Stanley Cup aspirations driving them this season, this is a matchup where Tampa Bay should have the upper hand. The Bruins' decision to trade Brad Marchand speaks volumes about their current direction. It's clear they're not prioritizing a postseason push this year. The Lightning, however, are in one of those grooves where they seem almost impossible to stop. Facing this version of the Bruins, it's hard to see them coming out on top. Tampa Bay has all the momentum heading into this game, and their offensive firepower is likely too much for a Bruins team that has struggled to score consistently all season. Even before their recent roster moves, the Bruins were a team I didn't fully trust, and now, with their lineup in flux, it's even harder to have confidence in them. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Lightning to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The goaltending battle is expected to be a key factor in this game. In their last 10 head-to-head matchups, the under has hit 6 times, with 5 goals scored in one game this season and 8 in the other. For the Bruins, the under has been a common trend lately, going 7-3 in their last 10 games, with just 23 total goals scored in that stretch. The Lightning's under record is 5-5 in their last 10, but they've allowed 2 or fewer goals in 5 of their last 6 home games. Boston's offensive struggles have been a major factor in their recent unders. They've averaged just 2.3 goals per game over their last 10, scoring more than 3 goals only once in that span. On the road this season, the Bruins have managed a meager 2.43 goals per game, and that number could shrink even further against a Lightning team that gives up only 2.22 goals per game at home. Tampa Bay, meanwhile, has been lighting up the scoreboard, averaging 4.3 goals per game over their last 10, with 7 of those games seeing them score at least 4 goals. At home, they've been even more potent, averaging 3.78 goals per game. While the Lightning are likely to put up a solid number on the scoreboard, it's hard to expect much from the Bruins offensively. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Colorado Avalanche. The Toronto Maple Leafs are heading to Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, to take on the Colorado Avalanche. The Leafs are currently sitting in second place in the Atlantic Division with a season record of 38 wins, 21 losses, and 3 overtime losses. On the other side, the Avalanche are in third place in the Central Division, holding a record of 37 wins, 24 losses, and 2 overtime losses. When these two teams met earlier in the 2023 to 2024 season, the Leafs and Avalanche split the series, with each team securing 1 win. The Colorado Avalanche are coming into this game with a lot of momentum, having won their last 4 games. During this streak, they've been lighting up the scoreboard, scoring 21 goals and showing why they're one of the most dangerous offensive teams in the league. This strong run has helped them stay in the thick of the Western Conference playoff race. Nathan MacKinnon has been a standout, leading the NHL with 98 points, while Arturi Leikonen has been a steady contributor with 26 goals this season. Defensively, the Avalanche have had some issues this year, ranking 17th in goals allowed per game, but they've been better lately, giving up just 2.1 goals per game over their last 10 outings. Goaltender Mackenzie Blackwood has been a key addition, posting a 17-9 record with a 2.15 goals against average since joining the team mid-season. Meanwhile, the Toronto Maple Leafs have hit a bit of a rough patch, losing their last 2 games and struggling to score with just 4 goals combined in those losses. While they rank 10th in the league in scoring overall, their offense has been inconsistent lately, which is a concern. Defensively, they've been middle of the pack, ranking 13th in goals allowed per game and 24th in shots allowed per game. Goaltender Anthony Stolarz has been solid this season, but he's never faced the Avalanche before. Given Colorado's current form and the fact that they'll have home ice advantage, they look like the stronger team heading into this matchup. As our first pick for this matchup, the Colorado Avalanche money line is our full game side pick. The Toronto Maple Leafs, despite ranking 10th in the NHL in scoring, have been struggling to generate offense recently, managing just 4 goals in their last 2 games. On the flip side, the Avalanche have been much better defensively over their last 10 games, allowing only 2.1 goals per contest. While the Leafs have plenty of firepower, with players like William Nylander and Austin Matthews leading the charge, their offense has been hit or miss lately. Both teams are also middle of the pack when it comes to power play efficiency, which could mean fewer high-scoring opportunities in this game. On the other hand, the Avalanche have been on fire offensively during their 4-game winning streak, but the Maple Leafs have shown they can buckle down defensively when needed. Anthony Stolarz has been reliable in net for Toronto, posting a 2.21 goals against average this season, though he hasn't faced Colorado yet. For the Avalanche, Mackenzie Blackwood has been excellent since joining the team, with a 2.15 goals against average. While Colorado is great at converting their chances, they'll be up against a Toronto defense that, despite giving up a lot of shots, has done a decent job of limiting high-danger opportunities. With both goalies playing well and the potential for a playoff-like intensity, this game could end up being lower scoring than the offensive stats might suggest. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Stars versus Edmonton Oilers. The Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers are ready to battle it out in Western Conference action on Saturday night inside Rogers Place. The Stars are second in the Central Division as they are on a 4-game winning streak and are coming off a 3-2 overtime home win against the Calgary Flames on Thursday. The Oilers are second in the Pacific Division as they are coming off a 3-2 overtime home win on Thursday against the Montreal Canadiens. This is the second of 3 games these teams will play against one another as the Stars won at home 4-1 on October 19th. Despite missing Tyler Seguin, the Stars' offense has been outstanding over the last few weeks. Dallas is now 4th in the league in goals for, and the Stars have scored at least 4 goals in 8 of their previous 9 outings. The Oilers certainly have weapons to contain the Stars, but I don't want to step in front of Dallas. Jake Oettinger is arguably a better goaltender than Stuart Skinner, who's 2-6-0 with a .875 save percentage in his last 8 appearances. The Stars acquired Cody Ceci from San Jose in February to fortify their defense. Dallas ranks 3rd in the league in goals against, while Edmonton is 13th with 2.92 goals allowed per contest. When diving into the penalty kill for both teams, there's a big difference here as Dallas is best in the NHL with an 84.3 kill percentage, while Edmonton is down at 24th in the sport with a 75.7 kill percentage so far. These offenses are on 2 different levels lately as the Stars are scoring 4.6 goals in their previous 5 games, while the Oilers are averaging 2.4 goals in their last 5 games. You can make a a case for either side, and the Stars with plus money is arguably the play because they've been the more consistent team this season. However, you don't get the Oilers at home with prices this cheap often. The Oilers are also coming off a nice overtime win over the Habs, which could be the bounce-back win they've needed to right the ship. While both teams are legit contenders, I'd need more bang for my buck to pull the trigger with the Stars. As our first pick for this matchup, the Edmonton Oilers money line is our full game side pick. The defenses lately have shown the inability to get stops consistently, as Dallas is allowing 3.2 goals in their previous 5 games, while Edmonton is giving up 3.25 goals in their last 4 games. Both offenses are putting a lot of pressure on the opposing goaltenders, as the Stars are 8th in hockey with 29.4 shots on goal per game, while the Oilers are best in the NHL with 32 shots on goal per game. It's hard to back the under when the Stars take the ice, even though they are one of the best defensive teams in the league. As I mentioned, the Stars' offense has been unstoppable lately, and 7 of Dallas' last 9 games overall have seen at least 7 goals on the scoreboard. The Oilers will struggle to slow the Stars down, but Edmonton could score 2 or 3 goals. For sure, Edmonton tallies 3.23 goals per game, enough for the 9th most in the NHL. 6 of the Oilers' last 9 games overall have produced more than 6 goals in total. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.